Om Vasudeva Shutam Devam Kamsha Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadigurum. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We salute Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of the demons, Kamsa and Chanura, the darling of Mother Jashoda, and the teacher of the whole universe. We salute him again and again. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are back to Bhagavat, and we are reading the book 1. And in that book, one chapter 1.8, we will start a chapter, new chapter. Krishna is now preparing himself at the end of the war to go back to Dwarka. This war has been finished. And last part we read that there was Asatthvama, the son of the teacher, Drona, Arjuna's teacher, Drona. And Asatthvama unethically killed the 5 children of Draupadi, Arthat Arjuna and 5 brothers, 5 sons. And they are sleeping in the night, and Asatthvama went and killed them, everyone. So that there will be nobody in the lineage of Arjuna. So that was the critical condition. And when this came to the note of Draupadi, she was so upset. And then Arjuna took a oath that he will kill Asatthvama. And that we read the other day. Asatthvama, then the fight, Arjuna took with an anger. The Lord said to Arjuna that kill him. It's to kill such a person is necessary. For those who are evil and innocent people, they will kill. So, and then this Asatthvama, seeing Arjuna in the rage, he, to protect himself, put that missile, which is called the most destructive missile, that is called Brahmastra. That means it is invincible, and if you cast that, the entire world will be destroyed. It's like atom bomb or something like that. But he knew how to throw that and did not know how to retract that. There are mantras, formulas, how they can apply and can, if they like, they can withdraw. Arjuna then seeing this condition, then Sri Krishna asked him to counteract. And so Arjuna then he also knows how to have the control over the Brahmastra. He knows both how to put it and how to withdraw. And then he put it, and these 2 missiles interjected, and the description we read, it is like a huge fire, inexpressible. It cannot be seen by ordinary eyes. So in this way, and then that strong fire. This is invisible, 1,000 suns, as it were, in the sky. So when that was seen, and then Arjuna retracted that, and then Ashwatthama became powerless. Arjuna then went and tied him and pulled him to his camp and brought it before Draupadi. Draupadi was first happy. And then Krishna said that, now you kill. But again compassion came in the heart of Draupadi. After all, we should not kill a Brahmin boy, Guru's son. How you should kill your Guru's son? Guru's son is like Guru. So soft sentiment came. This happens with the good people always, no? Most notorious people get escaped by that way. Good people always compassionate, and they have that some rationality, more of soft-heartedness. So this was the situation. Then Krishna ultimately said that I would suggest you should kill him, but at the same time don't kill. I give these two verdicts. You kill and don't kill. How come it's possible to kill and not kill? But he understood, Arjuna understood the secret. If a Brahmin boy, his tuft head is cut, that's an insult. That's killing the Brahmin. So he did that. And that is the killing, and then not killing. He didn't kill that person. Then he was untied and let go from out of the camp. That means released with a humiliation, and taking out in his crown there is a bright something. That's also dishonest and dishonor. If you take out a king, his crown is taken out, it is a dishonor. No, it is more than his disgrace. So that was also Arjuna took out that and cut the tuft hair, gave him back. So this was the situation. Now we read the last verses of 55 to 58 of the last chapter, 7th chapter. On page 32 we read, Arjuna understood what the Lord has in mind, and accordingly he sheared off with his sword the head tuft of Ashwatthama together with the crest jewel that was natural feature on his head. Bereft of his spiritual aura by the sin of child slaughter, and deprived of his physical brilliance by the loss of his crest jewel, Ashwatthama was sent away from the camp of the Pandavas. Released, okay. That's when he goes back to his camp, most humiliated. People will say, hey, what happened? So that means you are almost, your honor is gone, you are a discredited person. And now, execution for a degraded Brahmana consists in shearing off the head tuft, confiscation of property, and expulsion. So, the infliction of physical death is prohibited this way. Along with Krishna, the Pandavas who were bemoaning the death of their children next attended to their cremation and other rites. Because 5 sons died, so after the death of the children or anyone in the family, the whole family goes to do some rites and rituals. In Hinduism and in every religion there is such rites, no? In every culture there is something. So now here is the Krishna's preparation to depart. So they all went, that is the last verse we read, that they all went together to do the rites whatever the Brahmin priest will be there, and they will have to offer something, those mantras, chanting, etc. Now, Suta said, now the narrator says, what he says? Page 33, verse number 1. The sons of Pandu, that means Arjuna, Bhima, Yudhishthira, all them, accompanied by Krishna and with their ladies, because mothers were also there who lost their children, at the head of the party, went to the Ganga. Even now, people do the rites on the bank of the Ganga, if possible, to perform the water rites connected with the obsequies of their dead relatives. After having performed the rites consisting in the gift of jingali and water to the spirit of the departed, and after bewailing long their loss, they took their bath again in the waters of the Ganga, which have sprung from the feet of Hari, the Lord, are sanctified by the dust of his feet. It is believed that Ganga has come out where? It has come out from Himalayas, we think. But Hindu believe that it has come out from the feet of the Lord Hari, Narayana. Then Krishna, along with the assemblage of the rishis, discoursing on the inevitability of the ravage of time. Time kills everything. In time we are born, in time everything is dead. So here's this Krishna giving these discourses, tried to console all the assembly sorrow-laden devotees. Krishna gave this message. Yes, we lose our friends, we lose our children, we lose our relative. This is a part of life, time. In time people come, in time people die. That's the eternal message. So Krishna gave that message to those who are all weeping and sobbing because of the loss of their children and their own people in the war. Dhritarashtra sitting in his palace. Now the king Dhritarashtra is sitting in his palace. And then Yudhishthira, the leader of the Kurus, along with his brother Gandhari, the grief-stricken mother of the Kauravas, they have also lost all their children. Kunti, the mother of the Pandavas, and Panchali, their wife. No? So they were all seated. Krishna, along with the assembled rishis, discoursing on the inevitability of the ravage of time. Time kills everyone. That type of message. Tried to console all. Dhritarashtra, the old, because he has lost his sons in the war, sitting in his palace, because 13th day it started, no? By that time many are killed in both sides. So Yudhishthira, he had lost his own children, leader of the, and Gandhari, the mother of the Duryodhana, etc. And Kaurava's mother, and Kunti, the mother of the 5 Pandava brothers. All were weeping and wailing. Someone lost their own. He also lost, both parties have lost their own people in the war. So they all were consoled by Bhagavan Krishna this way. Now, verse number 5 and 6, the kingdom usurped by Duryodhana had now been restored to Yudhishthira. So, now the kingdom, in between stories are there, that story is not being told here. So now, war is over almost, so the kingdom is back to Duryodhana, is given to Yudhishthira. Members of the royal clan were responsible for dragging Draupadi by her locks and thereafter cursed by her to perish, had now been destroyed. The noble fame of Yudhishthira had spread everywhere, like that of Indra, the god of gods himself, after the performance of 3 Ashwamedhas. Ashwamedha means there is a sacrificial rite where they give the Ashwa. Ashwa means the horse. They tie in the horse neck that it is the King Yudhishthira, is the king of this country, no? And the horse will go anywhere. No one can catch it. If you catch, then again Yudhishthira will come to fight. That means everyone accepts Yudhishthira as the king of their country. So 3 times he did. Not people do 1 time. Here it is said the thrice. So that means Yudhishthira is now the king of the country of India. It is established now and everyone respects that decision. And his glory of Yudhishthira means all the Pandava brothers. Yudhishthira is the elder brother, so he is the king. That means all the 5 brothers have conquered in this war and destroyed their enemies. So their glory, their truthfulness, their honesty have being crowned with success now. It was so many times defeated, and this cunning Duryodhana again and again did all this nonsense, but now it has come back to Yudhishthira. Having helped his devotees to achieve all this, Sri Krishna prepared himself to return to his city of Dwarka, his own kingdom. Krishna is planning, okay, my duty is done now. The war is over. And Yudhishthira has been established in his kingship, no? And then he finished and he said, okay, let me go by. No? He took formal leave from the sons of Pandu, means 5 brothers. Worshipped sages like Vyasa and others, those who are present, Vyasa and others sages. Sri Krishna honored them, offered them their respects, and in return, the sages, they worshipped Krishna, Vyasa and others, and was worshipped in return by them. He, means that Krishna, was now ready to get into the chariot. Dramatic. Krishna is getting back to his own plane. They have their own private plane, the ministers, military general, what is number 1 plane, no? For our country, US?
First class.
Fast.
First class.
So, that plane is special plane. So, Krishna also has his special plane. He was the king of big kingdom. He was now ready to get into the chariot. He was not just entering into the chariot. Accompanied by his followers like Uddhava and Satyaki, etc., when, O Brahmanas, he found Uttara. Who is Uttara? Uttara. Who is Uttara? Abhimanyu was killed, for which this actually Shanti Gita came. So because Abhimanyu now is in the womb, he is not born yet. It is a past story. No. So he says, when, O Brahmanas, he found Sri Krishna is going to enter into his plane, and that time he found that Abhimanyu's mother, Abhimanyu is still in the womb of mother. Okay, see, I am getting confused. Abhimanyu's mother now. These are, you have to remember all these stories. Abhimanyu's wife. Abhimanyu is already killed. Abhimanyu's wife. So if there is only one baby in the lineage, all 5 children are killed. So who will inherit afterwards? There will be nobody to inherit. So, therefore, when he found Uttara, the wife of Abhimanyu, rushing to him in utter fright. To whom? To Krishna. Helplessly coming to Krishna and running. Uttara said, O Lord of the worlds and of all gods, O Supreme Yogin, I find no refuge except in Thee when all are engaged in mutual destruction. Everyone is killing each other, and see my condition? They are putting some arrow to kill my baby. So, Lord, here comes very fast towards me a fierce missile like a molten mass of iron. Let it burn me up, I mind it not, but let it not destroy the fetus within me. I can die. Let my child be protected. Oh Krishna, please help me. Somebody, who is that? Who did that? Hey, who is that? We do not know. So, from Duryodhana's side, someone is trying to destroy Abhimanyu's son. Parikshit. Asatthama. Same Asatthama. Wow. See? The damaging, even if he is released from all this danger, but he does not understand that. That's why people cannot change his nature. Even bad people you get sometimes just to give them lesson, you be kind enough, no? But they don't change. They take it as revenge. Okay, I will come back and check it second time, how we can do. So that is the situation, Asatthama, good. So Asatthama then again send some missile. Asatthama sent the missile to kill the baby, and who is the Parikshit is the baby for which we are getting the whole Bhagavat. We started our entire book started with Parikshit, the king Parikshit. Anyhow, the Sutta said, hearing the words of the Uttara, the Lord understood that what was confronting her was a Brahma missile again released by the son of Drona in order to efface the line of Pandavas from the surface of the earth. See, Krishna thought, now the war is over, let me go back home, and everything, all this conclusion, and suddenly Uttara running towards Krishna, help, 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 O Lord, O Krishna, this is my condition, let me die, but not my child in my womb. At the same time, the 5 Pandava brothers, finding red-hot missiles coming against each of them. Not only this Brahmastra is trying to kill the baby in the womb, but also the 5 brothers, Yudhishthira, Arjuna, and Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, etc., etc. So it is such a powerful missile that in one stroke you can kill so many. And Arjuna and others also saw, oh, it's coming towards us also. Seeing the perilous condition of the Pandavas, now everyone is helpless almost. So seeing this perilous condition of Pandavas, who had devoted to him, the Krishna, with all their heart and soul, the Lord shielded them with his mighty weapon, Sudarsana Chakra. Krishna has the round disc weapon. Always in his finger like that. There is circular weapon. That is called the Sudarsana. That's a chakra. That is the name of the weapon. And it is invincible. Krishna never applied that for any wrong reason, but he thought that this will kill the 5 Pandavas, as also its next generation, which was the Parikshit was the next, he is also being killed, will be killed. So he applied his Sudarsana Chakra to stop the missiles which are trying to kill all of them. It's like counter acting with the missiles protecting. Though Brahmastra is invincible, but Brahma has been created by Narayana. Therefore, his power stopped all this missiles action. So seeing the perilous condition of the Pandavas who were devoted to him with all their heart and soul, the Lord Krishna shielded them with the mighty weapon, the Sudarsana. The Lord, who is the master of the yoga and the indweller in everything, revived and protected with his divine power the fetus within Uttara, which was the only thread of keeping up the continuity of the Pandava lineage. Even though Brahma missile is as a rule, irresistible and indestructible by any countered missiles. It is such a powerful weapon, no other weapon can counteract that. But it was extinguished by the might of Vishnu's prowess. Vishnu means Krishna. Krishna is that circular weapon. There is nothing to wonder at the performance of him. Whom? Him means of Krishna, the unborn and unchanging being, who is in himself the wonder of all wonders, and who creates, preserves and dissolves everything by his power of Maya. This is Krishna, who is the Avatara, who has created, it is within his will, creation, sustenance, destruction, all his power. So, he, for the good protection of the good, he stopped this death or stopped this Brahmastra's action and nullified that by his power. Now, seeing this, now the mother Kunti, that means the whole Duryodhana, Ashwatthama could not kill them. So seeing this Kunti, the mother of the 5 brothers, started praising Krishna with very beautiful praise mantras. These are very Vedantic. It is really surprising that a lady, those who say that women had not this, are not permitted to do this and do that, but how they know all this Vedantic concept unless they have no education? So, a time was there when they were no less spiritual than the men, and also in knowledge also. So, Kunti Uvacha. Now, Kunti says. Kunti is who? Kunti is the 5 Pandavas. Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva. Huh? What?
Madri was the mother of
Nakul Sahadev. The Kunti.
But she brought all 5 of them because Pandu died when they were children. But Nakul and Sahadev, this twin brother, they were born of Madri.
Madri. Okay, Baba, all details we don't need. Now it's Kunti. That's true, we should know that, but no, that's why to read this book is difficult, unless you know all this background and remember them. Who is what and whose relation is what, you know. Yeah, it is enjoyable if you know that, then all these things will be so clear. Now we are in the Kunti. Mother Kunti is now praising Krishna. As we read in the morning time, all Brahma is praising Mother. Mother, you are such and such. You destroyed, you protect us, you are this, you are that. That's a praise. The whole Chandi we read every morning, not every morning, 3 days a week, about all the praises only. When the praise was chanted? After the war, when this war is over and victory came to the good and the worst thing was defeated. So here also the hymn of Kunti, the Sutta said, in the company of her sons and their wife Draupadi, Kunti Devi, the mother of the Pandavas, who had been just saved from the Brahma missile, thus addressed Krishna, who was about to start for Dwarka. You can go to Dwarka. Dwarka was the the capital of Krishna's kingdom. And that this will go under the waters. Much later, when he want to depart, and it inundated under the ocean. Now they have excavated after so many years. People used to think that these are all concocted stories. Now, with the military and with the navy people, they have archaeological archaeological research was done, and they have brought out from there, and they found beautiful city in the city under the ocean. And afterwards, many structures have been built on over, and the surface you cannot see that, but under the water you can go. And there is perfect drainage system, big palatial foundation of the palaces, and most modern equipped city. So that was the Krishna's kingdom. So Kunti then, to being saved by this, then the Kunti said. What Kunti said? Namaste Purushang tu Adyam Ishwarang Prakite Param Alakshang Sarvabhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam. Mother Kunti is praising Krishna not as a Krishna the man or the warrior or the protector in a physical level. He says, Namaste Purusham Adyam. I salute the uncreated original being, Ishwaram, the supreme controller, the Lord. Prakitang Puram, transcendent of one, transcendent Prakriti. You are beyond Prakriti, the nature of the Prakriti, 24 principle. You are beyond that. Oh Krishna, you are beyond the Prakriti. You are beyond the three. You are the supreme person. And you are the uncreated being. No one has created you. You are the creator of the universe. None has created you. How can one lady say like that? Huh? See, what a wisdom, what a knowledge. Maya javonika achannam aggadhi aggadhu adhukshajam abbayam na lakshase miradrisha nato nato natyo dharo jatha. Though abiding within and without all beings, none can see thee. You reside in the heart of all. Though you are residing in all, abiding within and without. O Lord, O Krishna, you are residing inside and residing outside of everything. But ordinary people don't know this. How can an ignorant person like me, I am a lady and I am an ordinary person, can know you? You are beyond all sense experiences. You are the changeless spirit. When you have hidden yourself behind the screen of Maya, with your own Maya, you have covered. And you have become an ordinary person like me. In front of me you are standing. How can I understand you? I know that you are, but I cannot understand. I cannot experience it. Yourself being screen of Maya. You have hidden yourself in the screen of Maya. Your mysterious power. That Maya is not something else. It is your power. Maya binds us, but Maya cannot bind God. God's power is Maya, no? So he said, it's your power. By your power, you have mesmerized this and you have come down to us like a human being. How can I, ordinary person, understand you? As an ignorant spectator cannot recognize an actor in his theatrical costume, so art thou hidden from the vision of the ignorant man. Hey, an ignorant spectator, the movie, they can say who is playing, in which role, no? You know the player's name. Familiar with that? How they know who is playing in what role? So how they know that God, you are the Lord of the universe, you are playing in all this role? How can I know? So ordinary people cannot know it by your Maya. The same Maya covers the knowledge of ordinary people. The same Maya, your power, by exercising that power, you appear like an ordinary man. Okay, this is like the Shankara's commentary. Such a Bhagavan, that Bhagavan, who is Ajo, who has no birth, which is infinite, unchanging, Abhayo Pishan. Universe, he takes a birth like a human being by his own inscrutable power, Maya. So similarly, the same example. Tatha paramahangshanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidhanartham katham pashyemahi striyaha. Miss Baba. Kunti says, Taya paramahangshanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidhanartham. To give bhakti, devotion, to those people who are paramahangsha. That muni, the sages, who are amalatanam, atma, whose mind and soul is pure, purified. To give them devotion and love, you have how an ordinary lady, I can know your glory. So, as a spectator cannot recognize an actor in the theatrical costume, so art thou hidden from the vision of the ignorant man. That being so, how can we, women, understand you, who in this incarnation to teach through your sportive action the real import of communion through divine love, bhakti, even to the all-knowing Paramahamsas who have attained to transcendent purity. Only it is known by the Thakur also said, by only God, to recognize God is very difficult. Only few pure-hearted person can understand that. So the sages, the rishis, those who are pure-hearted, they, Paramahamsas, they only can, for their enjoyment in devotion, they can understand what we ordinary people understand you. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namo. Beautiful verse, no? Namaste Purusha. These are all wonderful verses. This is Kunti's prayer. Is people can meditate. Vedanta prayer every day. So now salutation to Krishna, Krishnaya. That Krishnaya, who is Krishna, is born of Vasudevaya, born of Vasudeva, father, and Devaki Nandanaya, the son of Devaki. Vasudeva and Devaki. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. Salutation again and again to the Brahman of Upanishad. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namo. They have translated salutations again and again to Brahman of the Upanishad, who has appeared in his sportive manifestation as the son of Nanda. Nanda, you know, Nanda, who is Nanda? Nanda is the king of the cowherd clan. So, he was enemy of the Kamsa all the time. But he was the lover of God. And so they are the Nanda. So he says that salutation to Krishna is born of the Vasudeva and Devaki, mother and father. Salutation again and again to the Brahmana of the Upanishad. Actually, Brahman has become Krishna. Satchidananda has become Krishna. That's why I have my salutation to that Brahman spoken in the Upanishads, who has appeared in his sportive divine manifestation as the son of Nanda. The next verse, Namo Pankajanabhayo, Namo Pankajamaline, Namo Pankajanetrayo, Namaste Pankajagriya. Beautiful. In India, whenever someone describes something very beautiful, they say lotus. Eyes are like lotus. So feet is also like a lotus. So lotus means it's most beautiful. So that word is used. Namah Pankajanabhaya. Salutation to the one having the world lotus emerging from his navel. Did you see one Krishna lying down over the snake? And from his navel, one lotus is blooming like that. So he said, oh, a salutation to that Narayana with the navel, lotus coming out of his navel. Salutations to one having the world lotus emerging from his navel. Salutation to the one who is lotus-eyed, whose eyes are lotus, and lotus garlanded. He has been given a garland made of lotus. Salutation to the one with feet marked with emblem of lotus, as if his feet is marked with lotus symbol. Namo Pankajanabhayo, beautiful prayer. Some people memorize these verses. Pankajanabhayo Namo. It is Krishna Vandana. We pray many. This can also be a praise. Namo Pankajanabhayo, Namo Pankajamaline. Mala means garden. Namo Pankajanetrayo, Namo Panchangaghriya. Salutation to the one with the feet marked with emblem. Then he says, Yatha rishi kesha khilane devaki kangshen ruddhati chirang sucharpita vimochita hancha sahatmaja vibhotaiva nathena muhur vipadganat. Baba, Sanskrit also got it. Anyhow, 23rd verse says, O Lord, Master of the senses, just as you did release your sorrow-stricken mother Devaki from the prison cell of the wicked Kamsa, so I have with my sons been freed by you, O Master, from the several perilous situations. You know the story when Krishna was born? He was born in a jail. And when he was born, how he was released? His father was released afterwards. But so he says, as you have released your father and parents from the jail, so you have released me also, Kunti, Mother Kunti, from the tyranny of all the Duryodhana and others. 24th verse. Many were the dangerous situations from which you did protect us, from the murderous attempt to poison Bhimasena, from the incendiarism of the Kauravas, from the menace of horrible demons and Rakshasas, from humiliation of the gambling meeting, from the various perils of our forest life, from the threat of the weapons of great warriors in battle, after battle, and now from the threat posted by the missiles released by the son of Drona. Son of Drona. Yeah, that is the point. Son of Drona, Aswathama. So he is saying, oh Lord, you have protected. You are always protecting us. From our early days, when we are being attacked, when we are being put into the lac house, made of lac, and to burn them. But Krishna protected them by giving guidance how to escape. So you are always protecting. Whenever is our suffering, you are holding our hand, protected us, guided us all through the life. When missiles, anti-missiles, all these big things are going, in every moment you are so kind, you have protected us all through. So, therefore, you, O teacher of all the worlds, there comes the beautiful statement, this 25th verse, very much quoted. Give me more suffering, but don't leave me. That prayer is coming now. Vipadas santuna shashat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darsanam jatsat apunar bhavadarsanam. This is one of the beautiful verse which is quoted in different places of this Bhagavat. And by Kunti is praised. Kunti says, verse number 25, this is the verse number 25 of chapter 8, 1.8.5. 25th verse on page 35. O teacher of all the worlds, Jagadguru, O Jagadguru, Jagat means the world, Guru is the teacher. O teacher of the worlds, all the worlds, let perils face us ever and anon. For it is in dangerous situations that we feel the presence of you. Vipadas santuna sasyat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam, whose visions best to freedom from rebirth. You appear. Whenever I am in trouble, I call upon you, and you appear. When you appear, that is the purpose of life, no? To see God and God's vision. So, let perils face us ever and anon. That means let it come again and again. For it is in dangerous situations, in bad, risky situations, that we feel the presence of yours, whose vision bestows freedom from rebirth. And what is the effect of seeing God? Your vision, you appear. When He called, you are there, and you appear. When you appear, your vision actually redeems us from the world and worldliness. No more to be born. If you see God, no more to be born. So that benefit we get it. 26th verse. Thou whose vision is got only by ascetics, who have no wealth except you, cannot even be addressed by your holy name, by men who are infatuated by the pride of birth, power, fame, wealth, learning, and the like. Janmo Ishajya Suta Sivir Edhamana Puman Nairvahyati Avidhatum Vai Tamakis Chanagusharam. Well, they cannot understand you. those who are proud in the world with their money, wealth, prestige, yeah, strength, military power, all these, they cannot understand your glory. So you, whose vision is God only, who can get your vision? By the ascetics, by the sadhus, by the holy people, by the austere sadhakas, who don't think my money is my support. No. My house is my support. My friends are my support. My army is my support. No, 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 no. You are the support, only support. For the sadhus, for the holy people, God is only support. They don't care for anything. In the name of God they go and like a wandering life they lead. What food they will eat, where they will sit, where they will die. They don't know anything. They all give it to God. So you are the support for holy people like that, not for those who have pride, for infatuated by the pride of birth. I am born in such a high family. I am the king's family. I am this educated family. Or pride for anything. And power, fame, wealth, learning, etc. 27th verse. Namo akinchana vittayo nivitto gunavrittaye atmaramayo shantayo kaivalla pataye namaha. This is verse number 27. 27, salutation to you, O Krishna, who are the wealth of those who have no other wealth. You are the wealth of all, who have no other wealth. You are the wealth of them. Salutation to the one whom the workings of the three gunas do not affect. Salutation again to him who is absorbed in his own bliss, who is all peace, and who is the bestower of liberation to the jivas. So, you are the only redeemer. You can free everyone from bondage. Oh, so, salutation to you, who are the wealth to wealth for God is the wealth for whom? Wealth for those who have no other wealth. That means all other wealth is meaningless for them, they have given up. For them, you are the wealth. God is the wealth. Salutation to the one whom the workings of the three gunas do not affect. I am saluting, I am offering you my pranam because you are beyond the three gunas. Gunas cannot, we are all bound under the gunas. But he is the beyond guna, he is the master of the gunas. Salutation again to him who is absorbed in his own bliss. We need to find some joy, find some peace. But God is joy itself. So you are the bliss. Oh Krishna, you are the bliss. Who is all, you are the peace. And you are the bestower of liberation to all the created beings, jivas. I deem you to be the time spirit. Mannetva kalam ishanam. You are the controller of the kala. Kala means the time. It's a click, 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 click going on, no? Anybody has control over that? Most powerful king or a poor person in the street have any control over time? Time is going on. Someone is being born, someone is dying, someone is sick, someone is in danger, someone is happy, someone is unhappy. Time click, 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 click. No one has control over time. But you are the time. Big time, T capital. And the Mahakala. The Sanskrit is Kalam Ishanam. You are the Ishano, the controller, the master. You control time. Under your abiding, time stops. Beginningless and endless. Mannetva kalam ishanam anadi. Anadi means no adi, no beginning. Nidhanam vibhum. No one can destroy you. You are vibhu. Beginningless, endless, irresistible. Samam charantang sarvatra bhutanang janmitha kali. Irresistible, whose steamroller movement makes no distinction between anyone. As time moves on, it does not make any special thing for anyone. Everyone comes in time, everyone is born in time, everyone is going through the experience, everyone dies in time. So you are the planner of that, it is your power. All good and bad, small and great. It is time's process that brings about feuds among men, leading to the destruction of all. This big war is happening, that feud also comes in time, no? And then how many wars happened in the world? World War I, II, and so many wars, massacres. So it came in time, and it ended in time, killed people who joined this side and who others joined that side, and terrible thing happening, and good things happening. People are getting liberated from all bondage. People are beyond the three gunas, becoming three gunas. People are becoming charitable in time. People are becoming mean in time. So it is everything is going on in time, and you are the controller of the time. Great.
Kali is the controller of Kala.
That's a different aspect, but here is Kala, is the Krishna is the Kali. Kala. According to bhakti, it is all praise. You can think whatever you think. Yet male, female gender is not the important point. 29th verse says, no one can understand the real intentions of your sportive actions when you do simulate the ways of means in your incarnation. None is specially friendly or inimical to you, because you come only to redeem all the jivas, and even your destruction of your so-called enemies is only to bless them and give them salvation. We say, oh mother, why the asura in the morning we chant, no? When they look at the frightful face, why did not they perish? Because no, by your weapon, touch of weapon, they'll be released from bondage. So here also, it says that your so-called enemies, to bless them and give them salvation, that's why this war, this fight goes on. Without understanding this, men attribute partiality to you. They say, oh, God is not looking at me. God is favoring this person and not to me. But you are not. You are not the person to favor somebody and disfavor somebody. You are equal in all. Everyone gets their karma and karma phala, result of karma. So is there any question, or we'll end here? Better I end here, no? Janma karma chavisvatmani ajassa kurturatmanaha trijang nishu jadashuhu tad attanta virammanam. That is the 30th verse. The apparent birth and activities of yours, who is unborn and unchanging spirit, the soul of the universe, in your incarnation among rishis, men and subhuman and aquatic creature, is indeed a grand mystery. So you being all pure, this grand creation of all duality is a mystery. How this from out of one everything has come. So it is your miracle. Janma karma cha vishatma ni ajaso akurturatmana. You are akarta. You are not the doer of anything. Akurtu, ajaso. You are birthless. And you pervade everything in the world. How to understand that this creation has come out of it It is very difficult to understand. And then he goes on, when as a child you did the mischievous acts of breaking the earthen card pot. He's talking about the mother Kunti, talking about when you are a baby, you playfully, you went to eat the, what you call, milk pot or yogurt pot. And used to break the earthen pot and eat, like sportingly. When as a child, you did the mischievous act of breaking the earthen card pot. Your mother took a rope to tie you to a mortar as punishment. When I think of your face at that time, with eyes tremulous in fear and shedding copious tears that washed down the coryllium from them, I am wonder-struck and mystified, remembering that you are the one of whom even the death is afraid. He's saying, you did some naughty thing and your mom was chastising you. How? Oh, you are disturbing this and you are breaking the milk pot and eating the curd, yogurt and all the sweets. Huh? No, ma, I didn't eat. No, you ate. And then mother tied him with a rope. And he's saying, Kunti saying, I can imagine that scene, that your eyes, coryllium was there and tears are coming down. And you being the Lord of the universe, you are playing like a child who is being caught by a trap, no? So mystified, I wonderstruck and mystified, remembering that you are the one whom even the death is afraid. And death gets afraid thinking of you. And you are like you are tied with a rope, and you are crying like a baby, no? As your ways are inscrutable, men speak of the purpose of your incarnation variously. Some say, you, the unborn, were born in line of the virtuous Jodhus in order to enhance the reputation of the royal house, even as the sandalwood on the Himalayas mountain makes its fame widespread. Some say, why you are born? You are the God of the universe. Why do you born? Some say this way, praise you, that some say that to born in the line of the virtuous Jodu clan, you are born in the Jodu clan. Why? To enhance the reputation of the royal house. Jodhus are great. To prove that you have born there. Some people say like that. Others are of the view that you did take birth as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki because of the austerities and prayers they had practiced. You are born with Vasudeva and Devaki. They did tremendous austerity and prayed, oh Lord, we want you as a child to be born in as a son. So because of their tremendous spiritual austerity and practice, some say, you, Krishna, the Lord of the world, you have taken a birth. In a previous birth as Sutapa's Prishni, for the privilege of being your parents, and by taking such birth, you could work for the welfare of the world by eliminating the wicked from it. So some say that your mom and dad in previous birth, in the name they are born in previous birth, Sutapa and Prishni. So they, in that previous birth, did so much austerity and prayed to God, please be, I want to have you as my child. And you, to fulfill that, they are born as Vasudeva and Devaki. Vasudeva and Devaki, and to purify the whole world. There are some others who say that you did take birth at the request of the Brahma to relieve the earth of its burden, the wicked and unrighteous men, and save it thereby. As a boat that is about to capsize is saved by throwing away its superfluous contents. Still there are others. They maintain that the purpose of your incarnation is to provide men struggling to samsara the chain of cause and effect, consisting of ignorance and desire, of desire prompted actions followed by repeated births and deaths, with material suited for devotional discipline of Shravana Manana, hearing and remembering in the shape of the counts of your sportive. So some say you are being born so that to redeem the world, to remove all the negativities from the world, and people will follow you in future and will listen to your glory, remember your glory, and purify their heart. So up to 35, let me end here, up to 35. So these are different views why God incarnated. So that was the Okay? So we end in verse number 35, 8th chapter, 1.8.35, we ended. With the different views why the Lord has incarnated, those ideas have been given. But there will be a conclusion, what is the ultimate purpose. Another 35 and 9, 43. 8. Another 8 verses. Okay? Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
Yes. What are your views on religion and characters like Jesus?
What is connection with this? Let me see. So we'll go for question answer for a few minutes. What are your views on religion and characters like Jesus? Same, I think they are the same. Christ character, the character of Jesus, they are also the same. They are born in a similar way. You can find that Krishna was born in a jail. So Christ's birth was also hidden, and then he was always under the eyes of the herald to kill him, always trying to find, searching him, and also establish the truth. He didn't take a weapon like Arjuna. He didn't guide a warrior party like Krishna did, or to Arjuna, destroyed the Duryodhanas. But he did his way. God comes every time, the same spirit. Same spirit comes again and again, and they establish certain principles, certain path in the life, and therefore people can follow them in future. So see, after the passing of Christ 2000 years, how many forget about religion which is preached in the church, that may be good, that may suit somebody, may not suit. But Christ has impacted the life of how many? Limitless number of people all over the globe. It brought peace. That is the purpose, as Krishna has brought. In India you go, millions of people are Krishna, 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 Krishna. They chant the Krishna name and they get overwhelmed with that. So that is the same God comes down, and they are so pure, thinking of them, chanting of their name. See, that's why again and again Christ also same purpose, and Christ religion, as I discussed the other day, it is Christ says, and the same message as we find in the Upanishad, the Gita, these are all the same, common, but made, what you call, made to suit the purpose of the time of those people. Those people of a different time and background, that we are in a modern background, therefore we find Ramakrishna, no weapon, no Sudarsana Chakra to missile. That was also another time, another situation that was needed. In this situation, renunciation, love, unconditional love, crying for God, God vision, these are something which is very special need of this time. So God, I think religion and character wise is the same. And see, detached from the world, they teach detachment, they teach unconditional love for others. So I think their character is the same because the same person comes. Core character, core principle is the same. Action is different. Okay? So I think this much. Anything more? No. Okay. I bole dichi. 7:30 class? Yes, we will be there in the 7:30 class and Santi Gita. Peace song of peace. Jai Ma.